Hello, I'm David Pengilly and welcome to part 5 of my Porsche 911 RS 2.7 backdate project. And now I want to show you a glass fibre panel that has arrived. I must admit I bought it second hand on eBay, but as you can see it is new. Someone has sprayed a little bit of orange paint there for some reason, but it's in the raw glass fibre and it's never been used. Now the first thing to notice about this panel is it weighs about 1 kilogram. The whole thing, honestly, it cannot be 2 kilograms. It weighs nearly nothing. Now, obviously there was a nice steel panel there when the car was new, so I put that on there, that glass fibre panel. Just look at the quality of this. It's really rubbish. The edge is all rough. There are blowholes in the glass fibre. If you watch this, that I can move this an inch up and down. The whole thing is so thin, it's got absolutely no strength. Now, it doesn't matter what I do, this panel is touching the metalwork here on this side, and there's a massive gap here, nearly 1 centimetre. This end is not so bad, but it's the wrong shape. On this side, it's touching the metalwork all the way down here. Then there's a bit of flashing that's not been properly finished. Then it goes in nearly 1 centimetre there. It goes in nearly 1 centimetre there. It's not the right shape for the aperture there, is it? So it's fairly straight across there. It's really a complete piece of junk. And I think it's fair to say that you are not going to find one of these that fits perfectly in that hole. I mean, I'm almost ashamed of that. The glass fibre wings that you buy, the sunroof delete panels can be made of glass fibre. I'm starting to think that all that stuff is a load of shit. Yeah, glass fibre is a very low quality product. Yeah, now I do know that they had a glass fibre Ducktail spoiler on there as new, but I tell you what, it definitely wasn't anything like this. So that is £275 of absolute rubbish. And I wonder how many times you want to buy something like that for your project before you realise that you need something which is a better quality part. So I don't know what to do about that. I don't know whether to start trying to cut it and shat it and fix it again with resin, or just to put that back on eBay and start again. When I decide, as you can tell, I'm a little bit upset about that. I will let you know. Thanks for watching. And if you remember, I showed you this glass fibre Ducktail spoiler before. It is a piece of rubbish. It will not fit the hole. It's distorted since it came out the mold. It is so thin that it's got no strength. You know, it hasn't been finished properly on the inside. Various fixing points were just covered over with a little bit of tape, and then it was molded, so you end up with this rough finish. Anyway, I spent an hour or two trying to get it to fit the opening, and what I did was I heated up all these sections here that were bowed outwards and making it too big for the hole, and I heated them up with a paint stripper gun. And if you keep it moving, you can smell when this stuff is getting hot, getting close to 80 or 90 degrees, and then you can just bend it in by hand. And I bent it in till it was flat the way it was supposed to be, and as you can see I taped it up in its new position. So I've reduced the width of this by nearly 1 centimetre overall, and then after that what I've done, because it is so flimsy, is I've put some expanding foam in there. That is still soft, hasn't fully set yet, and as you know, you always put too much and it expands twice as big as you think. Even up inside the spoiler section it was so flimsy that if you look in there, I filled it all with foam, and then after it's dry I'll cut that back, sand it down before it gets painted. So the interesting thing is I managed to get these adjustable rubber stops. I was so overwhelmed with joy at the engineering of those little items. I wanted them to fit, so I made the slot in them wider with a 1mm thick grinding disc and just screwed them into the glass fibre. I was so pleased with myself for doing that. Anyway, hopefully it looks a mess now, but when I tidy that up, that's going to fit and probably do something of a job. And of course, once that grille is screwed in there, that is going to strengthen that section as well. So that's been a very satisfying little part of the project, getting that to work, because it saved me another 300 quid buying another one. See you soon. Thanks for watching.